well, I don't want to say that. That's a bit harsh. But look, to be honest, from this level, doing and trying and thing, it's hard. So you really need to start accessing this through meditation and being in nature and, and sitting up here more. So the shepherding phase is you're sort of more up here, but sometimes you get triggered and you might go down here. So this is where the mirroring thing comes into it. Because, so all your issues, you've cleared out all your issues. High mind is of spirit. High mind is always connected to spirit. You're in constant communication with your higher self, with your own personal God. You know what I mean? When you have meditations, you're like, before when you have your meditations, you would shift from here to here. But now when you have meditations, you shift from here to here. You just go into your spirit. And because this is the higher mind that travels with your spirit, because it's the spirit mind, like that's the physical mind for the physical body, this is the spirit mind or higher mind for the spirit. So when you go on so when you do meditate and you were sort of more in the shepherding phase or mirroring phase of your journey, and when you meditate and because you live in this area, this is your new mind pretty much, you know what I mean? This is what reflects the other people. So we'll get into that in a second, right? And this reflects this. And then this should reflect this as well. But so what happens when this is full, you can't hear any of this. So you just feel like you're separate. This person just feels like it is separate from everything else. So, once you shift into there, you realize you're not. You become a full being. You realize your whole trinity. Your mind, body, and spirit. You're a complete being. So, yeah. So this is the mind that you go traveling with. When you go traveling, you might go to, I don't know, I've had some amazing experiences in my meditations or just staring or consciously, like, in the backyard or at the beach. And I've been awake. I do a lot of open-eye meditation, so I find that very helpful for anchoring the information and bring it down. But anyway, if this is clear, it's quite easy to bring down anyway, so there's no problems. It just flows straight out. So when you go to meditation, you probably go more here, and then when you come back down to earth, it's all here, and you operate from there, so you know what's going on. And then you just, from higher mind, you're sort of telling, the information comes from higher mind down to your lower mind, to your ego mind, to your human mind, to your physical mind, right? And if you've got shit here, issues, limiting beliefs, stress from work, kids, family, all that sort of stuff going on, and big things that you identify with, like, that childhood traumas or whatever, if you were to, try to, the messages will be being sent down to you, but you won't hear it, you won't get anything, because it's just too busy, it won't even get through, or if it does, it'll be distorted. So, when you are clear, when the ego is clear, right, that's when you become a conscious clear mirror. When you've got no more issues in here, and within yourself, and you will know because the mirroring just starts happening, and either you catch on or you keep just getting trapped in the up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. You're up here, you're so amazing, one minute you get triggered. You know what I mean? And you're going, what's going on? So, this is what's going on for those people that's happening to, and they're on the path and they're doing everything. Look, so I actually think there are a lot of mirrors out there, a lot of clear conscious mirrors, but what's happening is they get stuck in the trap of being human and get stuck in the trap of identifying with what happens. So let me try and explain it. So you're another human, right? So here you are here. This is one human, the body, the mind, the spirit. Okay, this person resides in their higher mind more because they're a conscious clear mirror. Okay, so meaning that they've cleared out their ego mind and they understand. So the messages that come, they're clear. They just come straight down from spirit to higher mind, from higher mind to physical mind. You know what I mean? But look, even if you've got one there, it's still very clear. But you're not a completely conscious clear mirror, I guess. But to be a conscious clear mirror, you have to have nothing here, not identify with it. So this person down here does not identify with its thoughts, feelings, and emotions, and all its conditions, because there aren't any. Because living up here, there are no really thoughts, feelings, and emotions. There's nothing going on. You're just constantly spacious, right? It's weird. It's weird for the human because the human is so used to being in their minds. Most people, well, I know I was, just constantly chattering away to myself, whether I'm sitting or even when I was in the park or just doing whatever, even having quiet time. Humans fill up their quiet time with their phones now. So this is always being stimulated. This is not being stimulated enough. So meditation, being nature, taking that time out for yourself will hopefully shift you more into this. So it's imperative that you clean this out. Clean out your physical mind. Clean out your ego mind. Do the work. When you do, and you become a conscious clear mirror, I guess there are different levels of this as well, depending on how much you have here. Okay, so if you had stuff there, you wouldn't be a conscious clear mirror. So. Hello. Okay, so here is it. That's its physical mind over there. What is this guy's physical mind? Okay, so yeah, that will go up to, that's a one spirit. Okay, right to that. Okay, so rightio. So this is your conscious clear mirror, body, mind, spirit. This guy over here, or this girl, this being resides in their spirit mind all the time. And they don't identify with this. So, thoughts and feelings, okay, so when you're a clear conscious mirror, there's nothing going on. So when you sit by yourself and you can think of things if you want to, but really if you were thinking of something in your conscious clear mirror, you're not really thinking of it coming down from above. But you're a being like this that has got no issues in their little. Just imagine that that's your little screen in your mind with its issues going on. So and this is this guy's here. Okay, this is just for visual purposes. Everyone will probably feel it, see it, imagine it a bit differently. But this is just from my experience, how I sort of see it or how it works in my vehicle. So when you don't have any identification with anything here, right, you reside in this area, you are a clear being. Consciousness flows directly through you. This person, on the other hand, would be a normal being, right? So with its love, that's fear, right? So, you know, this person's a pretty good person. It's got more of its connections in its mind, the physical mind. So it's got more connections in its loving part of its mind, you know, and on the lower part of its mind, you know, if the fear part of its mind, there's two big issues there that, you know, this person hasn't looked at yet. So, and you know, and then, so as this person is going through their day, and when these people come in and interact and meet up, remember that seven, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So say 7 chakras, you get 7 chakras there. Okay, so everything kind of mirrors. When you're like this, you don't notice much because you're too busy rattling around in your mind, your ego mind. There's too many thoughts, feelings, and emotions going on. You know what I mean? So you're just trapped down here. But when you're like this and you're pretty still and you're operating from here, from this higher perspective, you can see a lot more and you can feel a lot more. So when you interact with somebody, you may get a reading because you can just feel, right? So when they come into your light body or into your field, into your radius or like, yeah, into your auric field, or like they don't have to be in your auric field really, you can just sort of think of them, that is the intention of it as well. But you know, for this purpose, let's talk about face to face. So when you walk into someone, when you start interacting with someone, you may get a read through your chakra systems, and then you can decode and figure it out that way. You can get a read of them. So this will reflect within your body, because we're all mirrors, remember? And if you're a conscious clear mirror, it's the spirit that just flows straight through you. So you're coming from a higher perspective, and you can